had a conversation with a friend a little while ago, and he had this sentence where he said, all my life I was worried that I was a coward. And then he had a sequence of really, really tough events happen to him. He said, I always surrounded myself with hard men. I always thought I was a bit of a hard man. And, I did martial arts, and, I was around people that were special forces and stuff like that. It's but I never really, really tested myself. So, and then one day, the world came, and it wasn't discomfort that I'd chosen. It was discomfort that was forced on me by the world, maybe having a fertility or whatever. And he said, all my life I'd heard my better self clearing his throat in the room next door. And one day this thing happened, and he was I wonder if he's going to kick the door in and fucking stop coughing and come through. He was he did.
That's good.
And but courage, I think you can pretty much life, your life is kind of restricted by the amount of courage that you're prepared to deploy. And I mean, how long have everybody listening to this stayed in relationships because they were terrified of breaking somebody else's heart that was dependent on them, or losing the love of somebody that they felt it was unrequited and they needed the validation of? And you're it's noble and understandable and sensitive, and largely driven by fear and cowardice. And if you had a cool question to ask yourself would be, what would I do if I had 3 times the bravery? What would I do? What decisions would I make? If I was 3 times as brave as I am?